Hey everyone, it's Jolie Man, and welcome to this video where I'm going to talk about the games that I'm really looking forward to in 2020. I was going to make this a top 5 list, but I was looking through it, and there are a lot of games coming out this year, and a lot of them I'm really looking forward to, especially in March. Gosh dang it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to talk about the games that I'm really excited for, and I'm also going to try and keep them in chronological order. Some of them don't have release dates yet, and so I'm just gonna put them where I think they might come out. But yeah, with that being said, I'll just start getting right on to the games that I'm looking forward to. The first game I'm looking forward to comes out February 20th, I think. I actually don't have the correct information in front of me for it, but it's the next iteration of the Under Night series. I can try and say the full name, but I'm just going to shorten it to Uniclear because I think that's what everybody else does. But yeah, if you've never heard about it, an Under Night game, it's an anime fighting game, and it's really, really cool. It has unique characters, and like it's just a really fun game to play. I tried playing Eunice earlier this year when it first got announced for Evo for last year, and it's a lot of fun. When I heard the rumors that there was going to be this new one coming out, and when it got officially announced, I figured that I would just wait until the new one arrived. And yeah, if you like fighting games and you're just looking for something new to play, February is kind of wide open, honestly. Like, I mean, there's a lot of stuff for fighting games, like Dragon Ball Fighter Season 3 is probably coming out. The official release of Street Fighter V Champion Edition is also coming out February 20th. But, Uniclear is also something to look forward to. Like I said, it's a really good series, and I hope that more people check it out. The next two games that I'm looking forward to actually come out on the same day, March 20th. So I'm going to just talk about them both right here. The first one is Doom Eternal. And Doom 2016 was a really good game. Like, it is a great game, actually. One of the best from 2016. And, it was just a breath of fresh air for first-person shooters. And I'm just really excited for this one. It looks like they're going to put more emphasis on exploration and movement options, which the first one alone already had great movement in general. So, I'm just really excited to see what they can do with it. And yeah, other than that, I'm really just hoping for more of the same. More solid gunplay, more enemy variety. And yeah, just there's not much more I can add to Doom Eternal. I'm just really excited for it, and I know that Bethesda has been on quite the downswing recently. So hopefully this can get them back up, because I actually do like Bethesda a lot, even though I don't agree with a lot of their business decisions that they've done in recent memory. And the other one I'm looking forward to is Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm actually a really big Animal Crossing fan. I only played two of them. I played the first one that was on GameCube. Me and my siblings did. And, it's a lot of fun. I didn't play any other ones till New Leaf, but I put a lot of time into New Leaf. It's one of the best games on the 3DS. And I'm really looking forward to, just having Animal Crossing on my Switch. And, yeah, I just like a lot of the stuff they're doing with it. It's no surprise that they're kind of taking the Minecraft route, where it's like you have to craft your own. You can craft your own stuff to build more stuff. Like, I get it, Well, I don't think they needed to do it, but I get why they're doing it. And, we'll just see what happens, but it's an Animal Crossing game, so I'm probably going to like it either way. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Animal Crossing. The next game up is coming out a couple weeks later on March 31st, and it's Persona 5 Royal. And Persona 5 is one of my favorite games of this generation. I think it's the best game this generation. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time, to be honest. I'm not quite ready to make that distinction just yet, because my favorite game of all time is Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. But, Persona 5 is up there. I think about it a lot. I haven't gone back to play it after my initial playthrough, because it is a 100-hour RPG, and I don't have the time to sink 100 hours into a game more than once. So, but I really like Persona 5, as you can tell. And, I like that Atlus, whenever they release like an update updated version of Persona game, like with Persona 4 Golden. Like they don't just do the basics like add the DLC they added later. They like add a new character, they add new story stuff. It looks like they're doing new stuff with the palaces in general. So I think it's going to be a really good time, and I am looking forward to finally getting around to replaying Persona 5. And then after that, this game actually got delayed yesterday. But coming out April 10th, I believe is the new release date, is Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, quick little blurb. I don't have the nostalgia that a lot of people have for Final Fantasy VII. I actually didn't play it when I was a kid. First time I played it was when it came to the PS4, like the original copy, like the original version, of Final Fantasy VII. So I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with this new one. I'm actually okay with them splitting it up into parts and taking the Final Fantasy 13 route with it. And, I'm really, like I said, I'm really excited to see what they do with it. From all the trailers I've seen, it looks like the team really cares. Like they really want to make this good. So, if it's good, then it's good for everybody, right? If it's bad, then I don't think it'll be bad, just me personally. But if it's bad, there's still the original game. You go play the original game. That's how I feel with a lot of remakes, Hopefully it's good. If it's not, there's still the original. So, that's just my personal feelings on the matter. So the next one that I'm looking forward to, which is the one that everybody and their mother's looking forward to, is Cyberpunk 2077 coming out April 16th. And, I've said this many times on the channel. I don't think Witcher 3 is the masterpiece that everybody makes it out to be. I think that game does have some problems. However, that game has some of the best writing in a video game that I've ever seen. Its quests are amazing. Its characters are amazing. And I am really looking forward to see what they can do with Cyberpunk 2077. Everything I've seen looks awesome. I do like the powers that they're showing off. I like how it really seems like you can get nitty gritty with like what you want to do with your character, which, Cyberpunk was a tabletop RPG, and I do love Dungeons and Dragons. I don't play it much anymore, but, I've always loved Dungeons and Dragons. I wanted to play the tabletop game, but I just never got around to it. And it looks like they're taking a lot from the tabletop and just putting it into a video game and making it look the best that it can. So, yeah, I'm just really, really looking forward to see how Cyberpunk shakes out. The final game that actually has a release date on this list is coming out May 29th, and that is The Last of Us Part 2. I keep two lists. I'm going to put this out front. So I have my personal favorite lists for what's my favorite game of all time, and then I have a separate list for what's the best game of all time. My favorite game of all time is Sly Cooper, Thieves Raccoonus. Best game of all time, in my opinion, is Last of Us. That game is so good. It's an absolute masterpiece. And, this is a sequel to that. So I have really high hopes for it. Naughty Dog has done a lot of amazing things with all of their games. And, I'm just expecting really big things about The Last of Us Part 2. The one thing I will say, though, is they spoiled something in the trailer they showed for their Sony's, I forget the name of them. They're Sony Directs. That's what I'm going to call it. The trailer where they announced the first release date before it got delayed, they spoiled something, and I was like, that could have been saved for the game, But that being said, one of the best games of all time is getting a sequel, so how can I not be excited for it? So, as I said, these next games, they don't have release dates, but I think they are releasing this year, and I'm going to put them in the order that I think they'll release. So, the first one on my list is No Straight Roads. I don't have the developer in front of me, but it's an indie game that's coming out, and it looks really interesting. It looks like a third-person action platformer kind of deal that also has a bunch of, rhythm stuff. So, the enemies attack to the music, and the boss battles look really cool. That's what really sold me. And I just like a lot of rhythm games in general. So I'm just really looking forward to No Straight Roads. I think it's going to come out a little bit after Last of Us Part 2, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks. Then after that, in the summer, I'm really looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima. So Sucker Punch is my favorite studio working right now. Of course, with Sly Cooper, Infamous is also really good. And I'm just really excited to see what their next game is. A lot of people started comparing it to, Dark Souls and Neo because, feudal Japan and whatnot, that look. I don't think it's going to play like that simply because I followed Sucker Punch most of my life, and I know the kind of games that they make, and I already know how it's going to play. So, I'm not expecting anything like Dark Souls or Neo or anything. I think it's going to be a third-person action-adventure game, and I think it's going to be really cool. Like I said, I'm excited to see what they do next, and I'm always going to play whatever Sucker Punch puts out. I'm sorry. I have 3 games left, and 2 of them, and the rest are in the fall at some point. And 2 of them I think are going to be cross-gen though, with PS5 coming out. And what I'm going to guess is November. I think that these next 2 games are going to be cross-generation with PS4 and PS5, or Xbox One. You know what I'm talking about. First one that I'm looking forward to is Dying Light 2. Dying Light was one of the biggest surprises of this generation for me. It's one of the earliest games that I reviewed, and I really enjoyed Dying Light. I really want to get back to play that game, actually, before the new consoles come out. But, Dying Light 2, it looks like they're doing a lot of unique and interesting stuff. I think it's going to come out in the fall, like early September, because they've been working on this game for a while, so it has to come out. Next game that I want to talk about is, what is it? Where is it? Elden Ring. So, Elden Ring, is the new FromSoft game, and anything FromSoft puts out, I'm going to be extremely interested in. I personally have not played any of the Dark Souls games. I know, blasphemous, right? But I did play Bloodborne. I liked it a lot. One of the best games this generation. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, also coming out. And, I didn't like it as much as Bloodborne, but it's still an amazing game, So, like I said, anything that, I'm sorry, I've been talking for a while. Anything that From Software puts out, there we go, I had to find the words. Anything they put out, I'm going to be, looking forward to. And the final game on my list is for Switch, and it's the Breath of the Wild sequel. So, I did not get a chance to finish Breath of the Wild. I got my Switch earlier last year, like in May or June. It was on sale. And it was, of course, Breath of the Wild is the first game I bought. And I played about 26 hours, and I really enjoyed the game. And I have been meaning to get back to play it, but time. And, whenever they announced the sequel, it looked like they were maybe going to take a Majora's Mask route with it, because Majora's Mask is my personal favorite Zelda game. And, I just think that weird, creepy vibe really fits well in the Zelda universe. And I hope with this sequel, and it kind of looks like they're going to do that, that's what I want them to do, is get back to the weird, kind of creepy horror vibes. So, yeah. And with that, that is all the games I'm looking forward to for this year. There's a few I did not put, because while I am going to play them, I'm not really looking forward to them. Like, I'm going to play them because they're big and they're coming out, But I'm babbling at this point, so I'll just, games are cool, I guess, is what I want to end on. So let me know what games you're really looking forward to this year in the comments below. And with that, that's the end of this video. So if you like what you've seen, you can go ahead and like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel for more game reviews, random videos, and all that good gaming stuff. Sorry the ending kind of messed up there. I've been talking for a while, and I'm tired. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.